What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back for you guys with another video for the nation, man. Let's get right into it, man. So, real quick, you already know the drill, man. Y'all supporting the channel like crazy, man. We're at 857 subscribers, man. 143 away from 1,000 subscribers, man. I cannot thank your guys' support even more. Y'all are wild with the support. Thank you. I really just appreciate it so much. But real quick, I gotta give out a shout out to Icy Nate, man. He's the maker of these thumbnails, right? His thumbnail link, or his link to his Instagram page, will be in the description for as long as I put it there, right? He'll be down below. But let's get into it, man. So you guys all saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. I'm gonna be grading this year's free agency class, right? I mean, it's looking like it's slowed down a bit. It's looking like we aren't making too many moves. Although I am seeing the rumors, or I am seeing that safety Karl Joseph might be in on a reunion, man. He's on his way to a visit with the Las Vegas Raiders, and personally, I would love it. He's a true free high safety, right? He was forced to play in the box for us because I guess he was just very limited, right? He went with us with Paul Gunther, he was playing a split deep high, and that's just not the thing, right? That's not what he was used to. At West Virginia, he was a deep high, and he was a first round pick because of it. And with the Browns, right? The Browns, he actually didn't do too bad with them, and I would actually love to bring in a guy like Karl Joseph. It all just depends on the price, but I would love to bring in Karl Joseph back, man. Have him and Jonathan Abram as, whew, that is a powerful force right there. You have Jonathan Abram and Karl Joseph together, that would be a lot of hits. That would be a lot of hits, but let's get into today's video, right? So I'm going to start off with defensive tackle Darius Philon, right? His contract is only $990K as a base salary, and for that price, I like it. I've always preached this before. Pressure and competition is the key to success, dog. Like, this is what Gus Bradley came in here and doing, right? He gave Darius Philon another chance before leaving the league, y'all. He had a $10 million contract that he was going to be playing for, a $5 million a year contract. He is a good player. He was a good player. I really think that if he can return to form, he would be solid. He is a solid, good player, very good. He will, in my opinion, if he returns to form, he will be on the 53-man roster, but as of now, he's going to give some great competition. And for only $990K, I'm going to have to give this one a C+. And the only reason why I give this one a C+ is because he hasn't been in the league for a couple years. Also, let's be honest. The guys that we have right now they all have more shots to make the roster than he does. But I like it, man. Pressure and competition. That's what we all want. That's what we all need. Now, going to the next player, we have defensive tackle. He will be playing the three technique for the Las Vegas Raiders, and that is Solomon Thomas, defensive tackle from the San Francisco 49ers. Solomon Thomas, he got a $5 million deal, right? He got a $5 million deal, and with the 49ers, he was not playing out of position, but he was playing out of position where they felt that he could rotate in and out, and he was rotating between the 9 technique defensive end and the defensive tackle 3 technique. Now, while I was looking over this, yes, his contract is a bit steep, but what I will say is that if he's used at that 3 tech, which he will be, this is what they told him when he was signed, was he's going to be a 3 technique with the Las Vegas Raiders, and I like this signing a lot. He has some upside. He was the former 3rd overall pick in the NFL draft. I like it. Again, pressure, competition, perfect. I'm going to grade this one a B+ because he's young, man. He still has a lot of time, and guess what? Change of scenery is always huge, right? We literally just saw it last year with Nelson Aguilar. He just got $13 million because of good change of scenery. I really like this one. Solomon Thomas, defensive tackle, 3 technique. That's what he'll be playing with the Las Vegas Raiders. I like it. I really do. I think he has a lot of potential with the Raiders. And honestly, when he was playing with the Niners, yes, he was that defensive line room was crazy good. But when he was consistently playing in that three technique, he showed a lot of promise against those guards, right? He's pretty good for his size. I like Solomon Thomas a lot. The only reason why I give it a B+ and not an A is because of the contract. His contract, it's a bit steep for a former 3rd overall pick who has, I believe, 7 sacks in his career total. Yes, he didn't play last year due to that crazy, freakish injury freakout that happened with the Giants. I mean, against the New York Jets in that crazy stadium. So we'll just see, right? We'll just see what's up with Solomon Thomas, but as far as we go with that, we signed a bunch of tackles, right? Quinton Jefferson. Quinton Jefferson is a guy that I like. I mean, I like him a lot. If anything, I like Quinton Jefferson a bit more than one of our guys that we re-signed is what is his name? I forget. Jonathan Hankins, right? Jonathan Hankins, we re-signed him, but honestly, in my total opinion, I like Quinton Jefferson more. I believe I mentioned this on a podcast, or not a podcast, on Dox's live show. I like Quinton Jefferson a lot because he has that great ability to stop the run, but he also has he's not half bad at pass rushing, right? Now, you compare Quinton Jefferson to Jonathan Hankins, and Jonathan Hankins, this is how I broke it down. Jonathan Hankins is a 1 out of 10 on pass rushing, but he's an 8 out of 10 at run stopping. He is a very solid run stopper. And the way that I look at Quinton Jefferson is that he's a 7 out of 10 run defender, and he's a 5 out of 10 pass rusher. I like it a lot because if Quinton Jefferson is out there on the field, yes, 7 out of 10 times he'll make the play, but he'll miss 3 times, and Jonathan Hankins will only miss it twice, right? That's my thing with Quinton Jefferson. I like him more than Jonathan Hankins. I believe he got a bit less money as well. I like Quinton Jefferson a lot. He also has the experience playing alongside I'm not sure if he played with Yannick Ngakoue. I think the only guy that he played with was Jerron Reed, and I remember I mentioned that when he was out on the market. But another guy that we brought in, kind of shifting a little bit, is Yannick Ngakoue, right? I mean, he's our home run hitter for $13 million a year. If you follow this guy on social media, he is praising the Raiders. He is loving the opportunity that the Raiders have been giving him. And he understands this is a team that wanted to get after him and wanted to get him when he was on the trade block last year and a year before that. When he was on the trade block last year, the Raiders made an attempt to try and get him. He said it in his press conference. Just things didn't work out from both sides. But now that he was a free agent, the Ravens let him go, walk in free agency. Guess what? We got him. And I honestly think that the deciding factor was that because of Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley, not Quinton Jefferson, but Yannick Ngakoue basically said, guess what? This guy is like another father figure in my opinion. He's a father figure in my life for $13 million a year. For a guy who will honestly probably have the most impact, in my opinion, on that defensive line. I give this one an A+. I like this one a lot. I give the Quinton Jefferson one a B-. I like him a lot. I like Yannick Ngakoue a lot. And yes, I'm saying Yannick because I remember he said that that's how you pronounce his name. So don't try to get at me and say that I'm saying his name wrong, right? So I'm trying to get his name right. So in the season when we're all waiting for him to make these sacks and do all these crazy stuff, we say his name right. But let's go to the next one, and that is John Brown. Wide receiver John Brown. I like him a ton, in my opinion. I really like John Brown. I really think that, guess what? Like I said in the offensive video when I was explaining the drop-off between our offense, and I really like him a lot because you look at what we're going to be able to do with Henry Ruggs this year. You look at what we're going to be able to do with John Brown. I really think they're pretty similar. Not in the fact that they're going to produce the same, but John Brown came from a system before after he was with the Ravens and with the Bills. He ran a lot of jet sweeps, right? You saw that early on in the year and throughout the year, we tried to have Henry Ruggs on a lot of those jet sweeps, right? We all remember that. Now, what I like the most about John Brown is that, yes, Henry Ruggs will be above him on the depth chart, in my opinion. But what I like is that when Henry Ruggs isn't out there, when Henry Ruggs is getting his breather, there won't be a drop-off in the offense because guess what? John Brown can do it too. I like this a lot. This pick for $3.75 million when A.J. Green got $9 million. I'm going to give this one an A-. I really like John Brown a ton. I like this. I think this might be one of my favorite signings in all honesty, right? Yannick Ngakoue, 100%, he wins it all because of that contract is really good. But in all honesty, for $3.75 million, I like John Brown the most. Now, we're going to go on and talk about the one, the only Kenyan Drake. Probably the most, let's just say, the most puzzling acquisition of the offseason for the Raiders this year, and that's Kenyan Drake, right? Why would we get Kenyan Drake? Why we have Josh Jacobs? Why we don't need him? And I'm just gonna say it right here. I like the Kenyan Drake signing. I'm gonna just flat out give it a B+. And the only reason why it isn't an A is because this year he's only making $3 million, but the year after that he'll be making $8 million. And for a backup, honestly, in this system he won't be a backup, but I just do think that that's a bit much for a position in this NFL that is a bit replaceable. But overall, that Kenyan Drake signing, he's going to open up this offense a ton, more than we expect. And overall, for $3 million this year, I like it a lot. $3 million for Kenyan Drake. I'm going to give this one a B+. Let me know what you guys think about that one. But Nick Martin from the Texans, I like this guy. I really do. I don't think that he's going to start over Andre James at all, because Andre James just got a good amount of money to start at center. But what I like about Nick Martin is that he has the past history of playing offensive guard in college. I like this a lot because guess what? Injuries happen in football. We saw it all last year. Guys were going down like crazy and we couldn't catch a break, right? Let's say one of our guards go down, or let's just say one of our tackles go down and Denzel Good has to go out to guard. Nick Martin has the availability to play offensive guard. And in this system, I like that a lot because it's looking like we're going towards a different kind of system, run blocking wise. It's looking like we're going into a zone blocking system to get the most out of Kenyan Drake and Josh Jacobs, which I like that a lot. I'm going to give the Nick Martin signing a B-. I like it. I just don't think the reason why it's not an A or a B+ is because maybe we just didn't need it as much as if we believed in Andre James. Maybe we just didn't need Nick Martin, right? But like we said before, competition and pressure is important, right? And he's gonna bring a lot of competition, in my opinion. Another guy who kind of went under the radar is Matt Dickerson, right? We really don't know who he is, but the weird stat about it is that He's led the NFL in field goal blocks or something like that, right? And I think that he's a $900,000 signing, and I like it. I really do. I mean, if you're getting somebody who's gonna lead the NFL in a certain category, I don't care if it's I don't know, if it's a random stat, right? But if you're leading the league in that stat and you're only getting them for $1 million or less, and a stat that's actually kind of underrated, a field goal blocking stat. I mean, if you tell me that last year we couldn't have used a field goal blocker too, besides the one that Max Crosby got, I'd take it, right? Matt Dickerson he hasn't really done much, but I'd take it, right? If he's a special teams guy, whatever. But going on to Willie Snead. Willie Snead, I think, was probably our most recent signing, if I remember correctly. Willie Snead, I like this one a lot. He got almost no money. I was on board. I said if Willie Snead isn't getting more than John Brown, I like it. And guess what? He didn't get more than John Brown. I believe he got half of what John Brown got. And for $1.5 or $1.75 million, I like the Willie Snead signing. He brings more competition. He brings more pressure. And he is a good run blocker. And out of all those things, I know we all remember 2016, the Raiders versus Saints, when we got that 2-point conversion in the back of the end zone to win that game. Guess what? Willie Snead lit us up that game. He's not only a good run blocker, but he can catch and pass what's it called? He's a good route runner as well. He's pretty quick, good, reliable run blocker. For less than $2 million, I'd take it. I'd give Willie Snead signing a flat B. I give the Willie Snead signing a flat B because we just didn't really need it, and I'm gonna give the Nick Martin signing a B+. Right now, I don't really know who else we signed. I'm not really gonna be grading the guys that we brought back because we know what we have in those guys, right? I really do like the Nicholas Morrow re-signing. If I had to grade that one, it would be an A, a flat A. I like the Nicholas Morrow signing a lot, but what do you guys think about these grades, man? I'm just trying to check over to see if I missed anything else. But what do you guys think about these grades? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I think that'll be it for today, Raider Nation. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. And I'm out. Peace.